because I'll be able to see if anybody came on. Let's see.
And we're live.
Yeah, we're live. And you know what? We live. And as of right now, that's the thing.
Cool.
Is anybody on here? Well, let's go ahead and hit it off. And if they come a little later, it's on tape.
All right, here we go. All right, everyone. Welcome to the special IG Live. I'm Skybox Pro, and today I'm here with the incredible Reggie Wiseman, Sr., aka Reggie Wise. And we got Dave O of Daveo Beats to talk about Reggie Wise's upcoming track, Winning Tonight. This is a song you don't want to miss. So we're giving you an inside scoop on how to get the full experience before it even drops. We're in 3 different locations right now, but we're all here to make sure you get an exclusive access to Reggie's new track before anybody else. Okay? First up, we've got the man himself, Reggie Wise, singer, songwriter, and producer with 43 songs under his belt. He's been putting in work, and Winning Tonight is a game changer. And joining us is the talented Dave O, a music producer with 17 years in the game. Okay? Working with huge names like Future, Lil Durk, and more. He's collaborated with Reggie on several tracks, and we're lucky to have him here tonight. What's up, Dave?
How y'all doing?
All right, all right. Okay. All right, well, let's talk about Winning Tonight. This must-hear track by Reggie. You wrote the lyrics after hearing the music first, right?
Yeah, I did. And so here's kind of like what happened. Producer Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Mark Henry, he put this beat together, and I heard it. He let me listen to a whole lot of different beats. And when I heard this one, it just really took off. The way he had it structured, it was like it was going to be something else. But when I heard it, all I could think of, this is like a fight song. This is like a football song. This is a song that's got some movement. And so that's what I turned it into, a moving, winning tonight. It can be used in so many different ways. Even them people that do the politics thing, they can wind up playing it that night, or they can wind up playing it in the Super Bowl, they can wind up playing it in a playoff. But
right.
Just play it is all I'm trying to say.
Right. So it's like I heard the song. You let me hear an exclusive of it, right?
Yes.
And as soon as it came on, I heard immediately the lyrics and the energy and the song and the music, the instrumental. It all matched up instantly. And like as soon as I hit it on, I got it. I knew what it was about, and I could see it being played in stadiums all over the place. So tell me a little bit about how you put these lyrics together just to match the energy of the song.
So what happens every time that I hear any kind of music that doesn't have lyrics to it, it just invokes something in me. I've had times when I've gone to sleep at night, and all of a sudden I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm hearing these melodies. And once I hear these melodies, I start writing words down.
Right.
With this one right here, as soon as I heard the melody, it was being written by someone else that was making it sound a little like a sad song. And so what happened was when I got listening to it, I asked the producer, Mark Henry, to make a little change. And if you get an opportunity to download it tonight, you will wind up winning tonight because of the way that song sounds. You'll get in that winning tonight vibe. There's some football on the mom, and this is what winning tonight is about.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, for those that don't know, I know you just mentioned it, but some people, it breezed right past them. But I know you mentioned it, but as far as this song, it was produced by Mark Henry, correct?
Yes, Mark Henry.
Okay. So okay, so the lyrics, did you have them ready to go before the studio session, or did you and Mark Henry design the song, and touch up the lyrics while you were recording?
So what happened was I had the lyrics done. We went and had one session and we laid it down. And then afterwards, I wind up realizing that I had kind of rushed it because I had to go home that day. And I kept telling Mark, I said, look, my dog's home. I got to get up out of here. And I can't really focus on it right now.
Right.
And so let's just go ahead and take a little shorty on this one. And so I left, went home, and there was some discussion in the studio about changing the lyrics around. So literally what happened was I agreed that I needed to make some changes. I made the changes. And then when I came back in the studio the next week, the total way I was singing the song the week before had drastically changed. My energy level was more up, and the song was just more vibrant. And that's how it kind of comes out. I mean, you know yourself. I've done songs with you. We get in the studio and we start writing, and all of a sudden, you might come up with an idea and say, "Oh, you know what? How about this?" And you might put some reverb somewhere, and it
Right.
Yeah.
put the song off. Like
Yeah.
touching,
Right.
and all these other songs we've done. Even like with Dave O, Corona in the Night. Remember Corona in the Night?
Yeah.
So we got in the studio, and that was one way. I think you thought this was something that was going to go one direction, and you were totally shocked that I had turned it into what I turned it into.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a hip hop rap one. So
Right.
that's kind of the way things make it happen. Like,
Yeah, I totally get that, because I mean that's why I've always realized that you can have the blueprint of the beat, that's ready to record to. You can have the lyrics and all that ready to go, but you never really know the true vibe and really the approach that you want to take to the song until it's already recorded, and then you can really sit back and say,
Yeah.
is that what I'm going for? Or even, wow, that's something I didn't really see I was even capable of, or didn't even realize it was going to turn out that way. So let's take it in this direction.
Yeah.
So I really feel like you and Mark really tapped into that. Like, that's excellent. It's an amazing track.
yeah, Mark is an extraordinary producer,
Yeah.
as well as all the contributions that the both of you have done.
Yeah.
Dave and Skybox Pro, the engineering, fantastic. You got a lot of music that we've all done together, and it's got hundreds of thousands of people that's streaming it and loving it, and it's continuing to come out.
For sure. No, it's a great track. I can see it played in stadiums, no matter what it is. If somebody's got to win, it could be played. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, cool. So now here's the thing. The only way to hear the full track is to pre-save it, right?
That's it.
Okay. Without that, you only get the 30 seconds when it drops, correct?
30 seconds right now is all you get.
Okay. But by pre-saving it, you get the entire 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the song, which is Winning Tonight, right?
Yes. And the big thing about that is you get a free Spotify account, and you get the WAV file of the song that you can have to play tomorrow when football is going, and you tailgating and you
Right.
vibing and you enjoying yourself.
Right.
Especially a good song if your team wins tomorrow night.
See, I can see that. I can see that now. Tailgating, you out there grilling, having a few beers, maybe some cocktails, throw some dogs on the grill, some burgers. I can
Yep.
see that. I can see that.
That's exactly it.
And so the cool thing, I'm glad you mentioned it. You could get a free Spotify account, right?
Yes.
Because I know a bunch of people, they got iPhones. They might do the what is
Apple,
it? Apple Music.
Apple Music. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm an Apple Music guy too. But I think I have a free Spotify account as well. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Well, I'm glad it too, because I didn't know that I use Apple Music. I never use Spotify, and when I did it, I downloaded it and realized, man, I can have this without paying. Like, because I don't listen to Spotify like that, but I do go on YouTube and and listen to podcasts and other things, and a lot of podcasts are on Spotify, and there's a lot of other things. It is kind of separate than Apple Music. It's got its own platform, so that this song put me on the Spotify, really, like as a member and this and that. So it was cool that it came with that and offered that as well. So I hope people take advantage of that and download the song as well.
Yeah, for sure. Here's the thing. Before we get past this part, Reggie, where's the link? The link is in your bio, correct?
Yeah, if you go to any of my platforms, unfortunately, I didn't put it on YouTube. I just forgot to put it on there. But on my Facebook and on my IG, or you could go to my website, reginaldwisemansr.com, and it's there. You can click there and get it. So that's the ways that you can get it. YouTube listeners and watchers, sorry, last minute, I forgot to put it there. But you can definitely get it those other places that I'm referring to.
That's cool. Look, we've been building up the anticipation for this song. We've been talking about it big time, major. Okay. So now we need to get a little taste of this song. I know you got it. I know you got a snippet we can hear just on the live real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just a teaser.
Let me see.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth. We're going to do it right. Don't play with your dynamite. We'll get that big W. We know you feel it too. You have stepping, trying to get through. Oh, yeah. Just wait till we finish you. So if you up for the fight, you gotta download it tonight.
Pre-save. All right. So I guess right now we got to see what our listeners, how they feel. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys feel, if you like the track, drop a flame emoji in the comments below right now.
Yes. Let us know.
Yep. And if you guys have any questions on the production side of things, how things work in the studio with Reggie Wise or Dave or even myself, please ask a question in the comments below. We're here to answer.
So I've got Jessica Blake in the Facebook comments. She's saying, hi, Jessica. What do you think of the song? Let us know. Chat. Type it in the chat and let me know what you think.
I can hear that playing on the big speakers too in the stadium. Like I can hear that playing.
Yeah.
Like right before everybody comes out, everybody getting seated. I can hear that played in the stadium.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Reggie, can you play that 30-second clip again?
Yeah, let me hear it. This is like.
Yeah, bring it all the way back to the top. You can't handle the truth. We're going to do it right. Don't play with your dynamite. We'll get that big W. We know you feel it too. You have stepping, trying to get through. Just wait till we finish you. We waited tonight. We all for the fight. We waited tonight. We waited for all the hype. We waited tonight. We're up for the fight. We waited tonight. We waited for all the hype. We up for the fight. Man, look, y'all were on one that night. Y'all were on one that one.
Yeah.
Y'all locked in.
Yeah, it was just interesting how the first take and the second take, it was like, what the hell did we just create?
Now I got a question. How many people were in the room with you when you recorded that?
So it was actually Joy Alina,
Uh-huh.
who has been acting as my vocal coach.
Oh, nice.
And she's helped me tremendously because I may say the song one way and she may say, I think it'll sound better this way.
Sure.
And every time I'm in that studio, I have to have her to make it turn out right.
Right.
Unfortunately, the second day, she was moving from her old apartment and couldn't be there. But she did say if we needed any from her, then we could do a live Zoom.
Okay.
But it turned out from the previous time we had all we needed to make this go down, and it went down, and there it is.
That's nice. So you already had a reference of being with her in the studio when you came back to re-record it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you was kind of already in the pocket, and you knew where to fit in at.
Exactly. Correct.
Nice. Oh, that's nice. So it was just you two and Mark. So it was the three of you guys.
That was it. Just us three.
Sometimes that's all you need. You don't, I see a lot of people try to come into the studio with like their whole entourage and their friends and this, that, and the third, trying to get the vibe going because, or for whatever reason, and they end up having a good time without anything to show for it. When you come in with a couple good key players, you really get it in. You lock it in.
Yeah, well, we felt good about it, but it just goes to show. I mean, the song itself, I rewrote that song 54 times. Because I kept going. I said, well, now let me change this. Sure. And then the syllable count, it had to have a certain structure to it.
Yeah.
And I've learned from, I don't know if I want to throw out names, but we'll say there's some people from the Berkeley Music College that taught me a few things on how to structure songs. Martin Sutton is another one. David Penn is another from hit song Deconstructed. And they've showed me how to construct songs. Chris D, I'm going to throw Chris D's name out there because he helped me with Love Junkie a while back. He probably doesn't remember because all these other songs that he's done. But
that's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, from each one of them, I got a little bit of something. So I see Jessica Blake has popped up on the side with the hi. Hi, Jessica Blake. Type something in the comments for us. Can y'all see what I see? Or maybe yeah, just on my side, I can see it. So we'll try to zip.
Well, that's interesting. So it's like you really got like you really have a huge conglomerate of a background that leads you to this track. You know what I mean? So like you really got taking all these bits and pieces of the people that you've worked with. It really helps and defines who you are as an artist and a songwriter and a producer. You know what I mean? So like the work is showing. I see like when did we start working together? It was
4 years ago.
4 years ago. I see a huge improvement from that first time we met at Omega until now. I see a huge improvement, and it sounds really nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But
yeah,
from each one of y'all, I've always pulled something to get to where I am now, and I'm still growing.
Hey,
and no one knows when what you put out is really gonna go somewhere.
Right.
So surprised how the amount of streams I'm getting off of Touching You. Now, I wrote and put out this song called Unstoppable. And now all of a sudden, Unstoppable is starting to get a whole bunch of streams. And Best Life I just put out. Now, Best Life has gotten up to about 3,200 streams. Woo. And it's still growing. I mean, I check my stats, and it looks like each day, there's like 100 streams each day from Best Life that's popping out. So it's moving. All the music is starting to move. My thing is, I never make music that's going to be derogatory to anybody. I don't use any of those curse words. I like to do suggestive things in my lyrics so you'll know what I mean without me cursing.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's just what it is that I do. I'm not going to sell out just to buy out. I'm not going to do that one.
Well, you've definitely came a long way with the progression, and I'll say that to new fans too that come across you. If new fans come across this video and come stream and this and that, I hope I really like this song. I see this probably being your biggest song yet, and you've took everything that you've learned from the past couple years and you created a great song. And I hope even new listeners, this brings in new listeners to check out your other music also.
Right.
Because you do music because you have a passion for music.
Definitely.
So you appreciate, in the culture that we're in today, a lot of people do. It's the culture, music, hip hop, this and that. Music has become such a huge culture, and now these kids can buy a $200 home studio setup and create music. It's there for anybody to do, and not a lot of people have passion, a true passion for it. And you appreciate every new listener, fan, when you have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And it hits a little different. And I've watched you progress, and I've always said I've never been that producer like, oh no, I just want to work with you. No, I love when artists get out and network, because they learn from every producer, every engineer. They're gonna learn something different. Just because someone goes to this producer, that don't mean, oh, well, damn, he went over there. Like, no, like, you have to grow, meet people. You learn from everybody, and then you soak up, and then, you know, everybody's creating, everybody's involved, and you're gaining knowledge and this and that. Like, it's just a good thing. So I'm proud of your journey, and I'm happy for you. And
absolutely,
I'm glad to see where you're at today and what you're creating and where it's leading to, because it just gets better and better. It's not like, oh, you know, the same sound, this and that. You're with the time, and you're creating different stuff, and it's sounding commercial. It's sounding more commercial for them sync placements, for them bigger opportunities. And you know, I hope this song gets big, and you can walk into that. You go to a lot of Commanders games. I see you there all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I hope you can walk in there. I know this is going to happen, but you're going to walk in there, and they're going to be playing your song on the big screen, on the big speakers, and you'll be able to capture that moment. And I don't know, I know that means a lot to you. So I hope that everything comes together, and even new fans, go stream all your music and listen to the growth. You know?
Oh yeah. So, yeah, for sure. I'm embarrassed to say I still haven't been to a Commanders game since they've changed their name to the Commanders. Like, it kind of affects me, because like I bet there's a whole new vibe there now.
New owner, yes, it is.
Yeah, a new owner too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I'm excited to see what this song does. I really see it being played at that stadium.
Well, yeah, I can tell you this much: if nothing else, it's going to be played on the parking lot when I go to the game next week. Even though it won't be released until September 21st.
Yeah,
I'm going to blast you know what out of it when I hit the lot. And people say, well, what is that? And I'll say, you want the song right now? It won't cost you nothing. Here it is. Here's a link. Here's a QR code.
Yeah.
Download it now. So
that'd be cool for the quarterback to come through and bring them back, and a lot of attention being on DC, and then that's the main song that plays on TV.
Yeah,
or at the stadium. Like, that would be really cool. So
yeah, that would be nice.
That could happen. So I don't know. I just see that happening. That would be cool.
Ooh, hold on for a second. I think we got Mark Henry trying to come on.
Yeah, Mark trying to come on. He just popped up.
Okay, now.
Trying to unmute him. Unmute the mic.
So Skybox, y'all a studio?
Yeah, it's just me. I have an assistant.
Okay, so here's the thing. Apparently, he must be in a session, because he's on, but he's muted. So he's listening to us. Hey, Mark, welcome.
Job well done, sir. Job well done.
Yeah, I like the production, Mark.
So, Mark, if you can top in the chat, that'll work. If not, we've been talking up a storm, and we've been talking about the whole song. It'll be on replay. I'm going to download it. I'm going to put it on the website or whatever. But appreciate you coming on. I know you were in the session, and you weren't able to move that session around to get to it. But keep on mixing and mastering, and we're going to keep on talking. But if you got a question or something, you can pop it in the chat.
Oh man, I really wish I could get a response from Mark, because I'd love to know the production angle he took on producing this track. It's a dope track. Yeah, I can see people roller skating to it, doing a little funk dance to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dope track. It's got a nice bounce to it.
Yep, Mark, I know you heard that. It's got a nice bounce to it, and we're still working on some other things as well.
Good.
But this one right here, this has really got me. It's just so much in it. So he popped out. I guess he had to go.
It's all
So
good.
he's out. Yeah. So I tried to unmute him, but it said that he muted himself. Again, he's in the studio, so
It's cool. He's a working man.
exactly. Oh, there he's back. Okay, so let me see if I can bring him to the stage. Let me see if he.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
there
sir.
we go.
Yeah, what up, Mark?
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Henry, what's going on?
Good, man. How you been?
Man, I'm all right. I'm all right. You got a minute to chop it up?
I mean, I do as much as I can. I was walking through the parking lot. My signal kept going out.
Oh, okay.
I'm like in between sessions, but I'll talk for like a few seconds.
Okay, so real quick, can you run me through like your process of like how you produce this track, like just your whole angle? Like it is definitely, it sounds like a full track. Like this is the type of music you produce on a daily. So can you run it by me how you got such a professional sound out of this type of genre?
Well, I mean, when I barely remember your question, my bad, but I'll try to answer. the the I mean, just in creating the ideas, it's like I tried to sit down. I mean, I definitely like will try to find a vibe like going through YouTube
Right.
just to start like seeing like where to take it. Cause then going through
Sure.
all his older music, when I first met him, we spent a lot of time just trying to find the sound. And then I mean, like with Joy, like we'll sit and like kind of go through different ideas, find different sounds, different genres, different vibes overall.
Right.
And it kind of just like come up with ideas to all of them and then kind of let him hear them and then see what he vibes with the most. So
Nice.
that's basically just what we've been doing for the past however long year, however long it's been. But then with
Okay.
this one, I think he heard it and he heard what we had like came up with. But I think that he took it and was like, I want to create this winning tonight idea for. He said that when he heard it, he heard like the whole Commanders, like sporting, even like doing it on the political side for like Kamala Harris and all that. Oh, Kamala Harris, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So so
A lot of it was his idea to take it in that direction as far as like the concept and everything.
okay, so you produced the track and then like instantly Reggie Wise was feeling the vibe and where he wanted to take it, and then he took it home to do the lyrics or
Yeah,
to write the lyrics.
we had came up with an idea just to let him hear something on it.
Uh-huh.
But then I think the winning tonight idea was mostly that came from him. I think mostly.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I know Reggie when as soon as he hears something, he's like, yo, I hear this vibe. This is where I'm going with it. Like I hear
yeah. I
that.
mean, no, he definitely called me acting like that, and I was like, okay, like I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I know he taps in. He taps in and gets going. So that's good. That's good. I know a lot of people they when they hear a track and let because like there's a lot of tracks that when you produce a track and it pretty much writes the lyrics for you. But I
Yeah,
realized in Reggie's case, he gets a vibe and then he builds a vibe, something totally unexpected, and then he just runs with it and it just develops into this big, song. You know what I mean? So like
yeah,
I know where you're coming from when you're saying that.
Yeah, he kind of does like a skeleton and then builds up as it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
something like not a lot of artists can do that as easy as Reggie can.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I definitely wanted it. We definitely started it on like a more like female vibe, like talking to a female.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
then,
that's
Awesome.
the
yeah,
Reggie ladies, the one lady man, but ladies man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
That's
sounds
cool.
having,
commercial. It sounds I like it because it's got that commercial sound to it,
Yeah.
like that top 10, top 15 sound. I could hear other people on it as well. Like it's got a good commercial sound, and that's kind of what Reggie needed at this time. You
Man,
know.
I can hear a Snoop feature on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh wow,
Yeah.
I could hear
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Snoop would be crazy.
That would be absolutely nuts if he did that. That would
Or
be
the
great.
week, or even like the weekend, and
Ooh.
the weekend, and then singing the hook with him, doing the melodies in the background of the hook of the winning tonight, like just little stuff like that. I can hear a couple people in it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reggie.
You broke up. Say it again.
Oh, I was saying, what do you think about what we're saying?
So
Sometimes it's like you just so in the tunnel, you know, like the tunnel vision. You just like, boom, I got it. And then when you finish it and you put it out there, or you're preparing to put it out there, then you're hearing all this input. Does it put like a whole new perspective on it, or even like a strategy?
So here's what I always do. It's kind of like I always listen to all feedback. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive, but I just take it all and listen to it. But the thing that I'm always trying to do is get the feedback from everybody so I can improve my craft.
Right.
And I look at this music as every place in my life has had a separate place to be at a certain time. And then the time comes, well, let's try something new. Well, let's try this or let's try that. And so that's kind of literally what's been happening.
Right.
But the key to all this is for all of you that's out there listening, the link to download this song that you've been listening to. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, you can click the link in my bio. Mm-hmm. If you are on YouTube, if you don't have a Facebook or Instagram account, you can go to my website, ReginaldWisemanSR.com. That's ReginaldWisemanSR.com. And you'll see my smiling face there talking about how to pre-save and how to do it. So it doesn't cost you anything to do it. You get a free Spotify account by doing it. And you get a copy instantly of the song so you can go to the game, so you can go to wherever it is you want to go to and say, guess what I got? And they say, well, how do I get one? Well, it don't come out to the 21st, but I can tell you how you get one right now, but it's going to cost you. No, don't go with that one. Free. Because I know some people don't try to do that. Say, oh, well, give me this and I'll tell you how to do it. But the bottom line is it's a fun song. I never got into this to turn around and say, I want to be a rich man. All I want to do is when the time comes, when I'm no longer here, hopefully while I'm here, that there's a song that you're listening to that you say, well, that was his contribution to this world for me to hear this song because this got me through today. Yeah. Not only that song, but the other 42 songs that I have out there. So listen to the music, vibe with it. You may see some of it under my former artist name of DR. And that was when I was writing way, way, way back. And when that was being put together, I had no idea that people would still be playing that. They playing it. Like one song I got called Tonight, it's got a real funky beat to it. And some people have been sampling it and doing something with it. So check it out. Check out the music. Everybody that's on, appreciate you coming on because I know you could be doing something else besides listening to us. So hopefully this has been enlightening to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. All right. Well, look, I just want to thank everybody for joining us today. And remember, the full track is waiting for you, but only if you pre-save Winning Tonight. Hit the link in Reggie's bio and grab it now. And keep following Reggie for more upcoming updates on the music. Okay? All right. Well, we'll see you next time, everybody.
All right. So before we go, Mark, did you have anything did you wanted to say before we end it?
I appreciate y'all letting me get on here for a few seconds. I know I was probably later, like real late, but I just appreciate it.
Hey, no question, man. Thank you for joining.
Okay, right, no thanks everybody. Greatly appreciate y'all and hope to talk to you soon. Take care.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Peace.
All right now.
All right, y'all.